started?
Yes.
I think I see where I can. Now, why is it showing live here?
No, live on Facebook. This is
Is there a reason why the YouTube one is not live yet? Fighting. Sorry, I was muted initially. You're welcome to today's live session. It's going to be an exciting time, and this is, I think, the first time we're actually going live at Trade2Retire Academy to make sure that we get everybody sorted, keep everybody on the same page as regards trading, basically. And why this is important is so that at least you can see that there is a face behind the scenes, especially for our online community. So today is going to be good. It's going to be great. We are going to get your questions answered. We are going to help you, because they say whoever knows how to ask question finds it hard to get lost. All right, so while we wait for others to join the live, you're welcome once again.
nothing too vulgar. It's very nice. I wish that phone was charging. Just place it and relax.
the comments and all that will appear here,
They'll
right?
start going up now.
Okay.
Like when somebody comments to go up.
On both of them.
Yes. On Facebook, when people comment there to go up there. On YouTube, people comment there to go up there.
All right, Joshua, I can see you're here. Welcome to today's live. It's nice having you. So I think it's very good if we share the live with our friends because it's going to be an extended live session. A lot of questions will be answered. So keep joining and share the live with your friends, your village people as well. Those people who don't want you to succeed in trading. Make sure you share it because soon I think we'll have lots of numbers joining in so that we can actually start attending to these questions. Once again, welcome to Trade2Retire. So, for those of you who have a lot of questions for me, Forex, out of Forex, don't forget to ask, keep them coming, and I'm going to respond to your questions. I can see a few persons joining on YouTube, and that's super exciting. I can also see some persons on Facebook. So keep sharing the link with your friends, village people especially, so that this year 2026 they are going to see that you'll get that Lambo. All right. So keep sharing the link with your friends, and I think probably by 10:15 we are going to start answering some questions. Yeah, so I think you can start sending in your questions if you have, so that we can already get started. Wherever you're joining in from, you can also comment where you're joining in from: Port Harcourt, Abuja, Calabar. Probably outside the country, you can also comment. So, like I said, keep sharing the link with your friends, village people, everybody. We are starting shortly. And then you can start dropping your questions actually, so that I can get them sorted. Today, we just want a situation where you have that one-on-one feel with us, and it's going to be good. It's going to be great. So drop your questions. Let's get them sorted. I know you have a lot of questions. I've been getting lots of messages in my DM, and I don't want to respond to those questions if you are not here. You know, Forex trading is one exciting experience, and it takes a lot to actually succeed in the market. It takes a lot. It takes patience. In short, it's a matter of your personality. It's a matter of your personality. And for us, Trade2Retire Academy, we are more focused in building people. You know, for a good number of years now, if you understand how the Forex space work, it's filled with lots of scams. A lot of persons do not want to engage into Forex anymore. So sometimes when you tell people about Forex trading, it's like they don't want to try because they have invested in the past and it has been bad, you see. So because of people's experience, um, it has taken them far. Like nobody wants to talk about trading anymore. Nobody wants to even try it. And it's not even just about investment that has made people really giving up on trading. We have had cases where people have tried, and because of lack of knowledge, they are not able to stay profitable. All right, they are not able to stay profitable, and that's also a setback. So what Trade to Retire has decided to do is we have decided to make sure that despite the experience you've had in the past, we are here to teach you how to trade successfully and effectively, you see, and that's why sessions like this is going to be coming up over and over. So beyond the great analysis, you see, you also see a face behind why we exist as a platform. All right, so you can bring those questions, share the link with your friends, and let's see how we make today count. All right. I can see a lot of persons joining on YouTube, and that's super great. Are you guys actually shy to ask questions, or should I start asking you guys? But then, we know you have questions, and that's why you're here. So feel free to start dropping them in the comment section. Joshua Osameke on Facebook, I believe you have some questions for me. Please don't ask me some kind of spiritual questions. So it should just be based on trading. And before someone asks me, sir, when am I having my first child education? You first ask me if I'm married. Anyway, but then keep the questions coming. Don't forget, share the link with your friends. At least the first thing first, you finally seen a face, especially for those of you online who have been like, okay, when do we get to see you guys? You know, so it is here today, YouTube and Facebook, and I can see you guys joining. So those of you on YouTube, you can start asking your questions. Actually, I can see around 5 persons already joined, so you can ask your questions, and I'm going to get it answered. All right. So I think for some of you, probably it could be your first time joining live. If you want to ask questions, you can actually use the comment section. You can actually use the comment section on this thing. It's going to pop up, and then I'm going to respond to those questions. Yes, the live stream is actually a Q&A session. So that's the purpose of the live stream, and thanks for appreciating the consistent upload. For some of us who have been on the 30 days trading challenge, the experience has been great. It has been a learning space. It has been an opportunity for people to really know if SMC works. And of course, it does work, but how effective is it in a long term? And that's where it really matters, because it's not the beginning of the journey that matters, it's actually the end can you move successfully from one place, point A, to point B, without having setbacks? And even if you have setbacks, how do you handle those setbacks, right? So yes, it's a Q&A session, and I really appreciate this is coming from Ebuka. Yes, Ebuka, thank you so much for that. We'll keep uploading more consistent content. The plan is for 2026, we desire that a lot of persons are trading profitably. And by profitably, it's a case of not getting information. As regards information, information does exist. If you check YouTube, if you check if you just do a Google search, of course, there are even AIs that can actually engage you in trading, right? Informations exist. But the thing is, how do you manage information that it translates to money? I think that's the main thing. How do you manage information in such a way that it translates to money? Ask someone who have traded for 2, 3, 4 years about trading. 90% of them can actually give you a perfect response, analyze the chart. But what is actually the challenge? Why are people not making money? You see, so profitability is actually different from getting information. Information which is understood and translated to practical experiences that leads to you finally making money. Now that is where knowledge becomes power, you see. And so that is one of the purpose of this Q&A session, in such a way that we can answer anything as regards trading. All right, so thank you, Mr. Ibuka. Yeah, you can keep the questions coming. Actually enjoying this moment with you guys, yeah. So also share the link with your friends, family, village people, like I said, because this year they must see you drive a Lambo. All right, so for you, if you want to ask questions, just use the comment section. It's going to pop up and I'm going to respond to it. Okay. Share the link with your friends. I can see a few others joining. Welcome to today's live session. And also make sure when you join, you already subscribed. Of course, that's also important, so that you don't miss notifications, you don't miss our constant uploads that keeps coming. Okay, so make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications to the channel, subscribe to our Facebook, and most importantly, make sure you've joined the Telegram. Yeah, the Telegram channel where we constantly post signals and every of this thing. Yeah, so make sure you join. You can use the comment section if you intend asking any question. I will definitely respond to it. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to answer questions. So bombard me with those questions, because this is an opportunity for you. And trust me, after this live session, it's going to take your trading to another level. All right. So bombard me with questions. Keep them coming. Those of you on YouTube, I'm guessing you're waiting for others to ask. You don't have to be shy now. Some of you are at home, relaxed on the bed. So just drop those questions and definitely I'll respond to it. Okay? It's a Q&A session. Um, Ask whatever you want to ask. We are here to respond. And don't forget, share the link with your friends, family, and top priority, village people. So, as a tradition for us for 2026, we intend to do this constantly every month. Yes, every month as God leads. And I just hope you guys are ready for some of the amazing packages we have for you this year. I can see a lot of persons joining on YouTube. Keep them coming, and make sure once you join, you like, you subscribe, and of course share with your friends. I need questions, guys. I need questions. Drop those questions. At least I can't see your face, so it's not a case where you're shy or something. This is your opportunity to ask and then get answers, get clarifications to things that probably are a concern. You can ask me why I changed my hair color to probably yellow and black. I will tell you it's also related to trading. Yes, by the time I tell you that, I know you'll be surprised. It can also help you if you try it, you know. So keep those questions coming and make sure you like, subscribe, and share the link to your friends. I'm waiting for your questions. Like I said, it's just a Q&A session where we get your problems sorted. It's not a case where I'm sharing my screen with you and trying to get you sorted. So, but ask those questions. If it means answering and probably you will need some graphical presentations, it's something that can also be done. So, since it's a Q&A session, ask your questions and then I'll give you responses to it. All right, so Ebuka asked the questions. For some persons, beginners and maybe intermediate traders who are still trying to find their feet on this journey, what would be a basic strategy or guide you can give them? All right, so with regards to taking trades and being profitable overall. Okay, so that's an amazing question for some persons who are trying to find their feet on this journey. What would be a basic strategy or guide? Okay, so first things first, I like the way you put it. You're trying to find your feet, right? So when trying to find your feet, it's more like, let's look at it this way. If you are learning how to drive, there are key things you must focus on. And one of the most important thing in driving lessons is the rules of engagement. How you are expected to navigate. They don't even take you to the road first. They teach you those signs you must understand or you must know before you even engage. Because as a beginner, trying to find your feet, don't test how deep an ocean is by putting your 2 feet, but rather you can test with 1 foot. So let me explain what I mean by this. The trading space is so big and it's so complicated. Not complicated because it's hard, but complicated because of the technicalities revolving it. So while trying to find your feet, what you should focus on that can actually take you very fast to being profitable is not strategy. The basic strategy I'm referring to here is not strategy for knowing when to place a buy or strategy for knowing when to place a sell. No. Strategy for survival. I know that would come as a surprise. The most common thing you can ever have access to in trading is knowing how to buy or knowing how to sell, right? As a beginner trying to find your feet in trading, the most important strategy you must pay focus to is the strategy for not failing. And this is not you even taking a buy trade, and this is not you taking a sell trade. All right. So as a beginner trader trying to find your feet in the market, what is the plan to sustain $100? Yeah. Now, if you can actually answer that question, you are not thinking towards taking trades, but rather you're thinking towards sustenance long term. 90% of the traders I've met, interviewed, and all that, they think in terms of short term. If you want to know a trader who thinks in terms of short term, they are more concerned about the strategy. But the strategy is not what keeps you profitable. Yeah, I know this is going to be surprising because probably some persons are expecting me to tell them, use this strategy, and that it's not like that in trading. It's not the strategy regarding buying or selling that makes you profitable. It is the strategy for managing the money. I'm not even talking about risk management. Of course, all this is going to come in. But now, here's the thing. As a beginning trader trying to find your feet, the moment you create a plan to grow $100, now by growing $100, you also should account losses. You also should account profits. Forget the buying opportunities, forget the selling opportunities. How do I grow? So let me use myself as an example. If I wanted to start trading all over again, forget the experience I already have. If I had the opportunity, or if I have the opportunity to start trading all over again, I am going to look at it. We are currently in January, right? And I'm looking at a 1 year. How do I survive in this crazy market for 1 year? The first thing that comes to my mind is not the strategy I will use in trading, but the risk I will be implementing for every time I lose money. I'm not even bothered about the times I'm going to make money. I am more concerned about the times I'm going to lose money. Because if I start telling you the strategy you will use, of course, I will tell you that, so relax. If I start telling you the strategy you will use to make the money, you would get confused. And then how do you manage when you start losing money? Because people say that you cannot lose up to 10 times in trading. No, you can actually lose 15 times in a row, and you will feel like it's your village people that is actually after your life. That's why I say share this link with your village people so that they hear from your teacher directly. All right, so that they can at least tamper. How do they put it? Messy with justice, or justice with mercy, whatever. But the point is, if I have to start trading as a beginner and I'm starting with $100, what is my plan for sustenance for 1 year? Let's even leave 10 years, 5 years, 20 years. The first thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to divide my capital into what we call percentage risk factor. So what do I mean by that? By dividing my capital, I'm like, okay, since this market is complicated, let's assume I'm going to lose 100 times. How much do I have to risk to lose 100 times? and I am still in the market, and that is what 1%, just 1%. So for every time 1% of $100 is what, $1. So for every time I lose a trade, what happens? $1 goes out of my account, $99. If $99 is left, you have more opportunities. Another $1 goes out tomorrow, $98 is available. Another $1 goes out another day, you have $97. Now at that point, you are staying in the market for a longer time. But imagine teaching you a strategy and there is no plan for survival. This is what will happen. You enter the first trade and possibly $5 goes, $95 is left. You enter a second trade and possibly you lose $15. $80 is left. We are not even considering profits. We are not considering anything. Now, at that point, the chances of your account getting blown becomes faster, right? The chances of your account getting blown becomes faster because you don't have a plan for sustenance. It is not about the strategy. If there is a plan for sustenance, when the profit comes, it doesn't get you so excited because the profit should not move you. But this is what happens in trading. People make profit and wow, they're excited. Woo, I made $10 today, I made $20 today. The excitement can actually take you back to the village if it is not properly managed. Let me repeat that. The excitement about making profits in trading can actually take you back to the village if it's not properly managed. And so, when you have a plan for making sure that your account can at least 100 opportunities, 50 opportunities, risking 1%, 2%, it keeps you in the position that you're not bothered about the losses. Because for every time you lose money, how much goes out? 1%, isn't it? And for every time you make money, let's even keep that. We'll come to that. What happens is, when I look through your account history, I'm seeing that on so day you lost $1, another day you lost $1, another day you lost $1. That is consistency. And remember, by applying this approach to managing funds, you have more opportunities to recover funds. Your ability to manage your money keeps you in the position to recover your money or to recover any loss. But your inability to manage your money keeps you in the position where there is no more opportunity to even recover losses. For example, you have a $100 account and you lose $10 today, you lose $20 today, and you lose $30 tomorrow. $50 is out of your account. Even if I have to come into the picture to revive your account, it is going to be very hard, because I don't even know where I'm going to start from. You see, and so that is actually a challenge with trading, and that's why it's good that you asked me this question. For a beginner, what is the best place to start? The best place to start is to look at your capital as an investment. Okay, I'm starting with a $1,000. This is the vow, this is the pledge, this is the direction I'm taking towards managing this $1,000. Let's look at it for 1 year. Am I going to survive if I am risking 1%? The moment you achieve that, the profits no longer excites you, because whether you take a buy, whether you take a sell, you are already relaxed about what you're risking. And so, like I said, if you are able to manage your losses, your ability to recover is always constant. Because whether you are guessing in trading, and that's why I don't want to talk about strategy, whether you wake up morning, today I'm buying, next tomorrow I'm selling, do you know that you can stay profitable if the plan for managing your money is there? So if I have to start trading all over again, I would create a strategy to make sure the money I'm starting with survives for a long time. Your inability to look at long-term perspective is already failing from the beginning. All right, so I hope I got that answered, Mr. Ebuka. Love day, good morning, and welcome to today's live stream. Share the link with your friends subscribe, like, because it's going to be an amazing session. Yeah, so Ibuka, as regarding trades and starting as a beginner, this is the best place to start. Have a plan for your money. Once there is a plan, consistency just naturally flows. All right, so yeah, keep the questions coming, and it's a Q&A session. We just want to make sure that everybody gets their questions answered. We just want to make sure everybody gets proper responses. After this live session, you're supposed to move from, if you're in level 10, you're supposed to move to level 50. This is the time you can ask me anything you want to ask me. All right, so keep the questions coming. Share the link with your friends, family, and most importantly, share it with your village people, because they need to see you buy a Lambo this year. I want to face them head on. All right, thanks for that amazing question, Mr. Ibuka. More questions can come in. Facebook, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Use the comment section to drop the questions, and let's get them answered, let's get them sorted. Right, so while we wait for more questions, enjoy this. I like jazz a lot. It just helps me stay focused. It helps me. It helps me relax more. Okay, so it's actually fun. We'll be doing this more often. Would engage you in live sessions. We'll make sure that I don't want a situation for us, Trade2Retire Academy. We don't want a situation whereby you don't succeed this year. So, whatever is going to make sure that you don't succeed this year, can we destroy it together? All right. Help me. Let me help you. Let me help you to help me, and let me help you to help me. All right. So, just keep those questions coming, because, like I said, whoever asks questions finds it hard to get lost. All right. All right. So, I'm waiting for more questions. I'm waiting for more questions, and so use the comment section if you intend asking questions. So you just use the comment section. Hi, I can see someone saying hi. Welcome to today's live stream anyway. So drop those questions, and it's going to get sorted. It's going to get answered. All right, so keep the questions coming. Make sure, like I said, once you join the live, like, subscribe, and I saw some persons, they invited their village people, but they couldn't stay when I started answering the questions. I don't know, probably they are scared. This year is going to be actually amazing. What we like doing is, you can see into the future as a trader. What do you really desire for 2026? For us, Trade to Retire, we want to make sure that over 10,000 persons across Port Harcourt, Nigeria, they are profitable. Profitability is a lot, it entails a lot, all right? So it's going to be amazing this year. We would make sure we hold you by the hand towards success. All right, so ask your questions. Let's get to, we can see a lot of persons joining on YouTube. Keep those questions coming. Like I said, it's a Q&A question. Let's see, Mr. Okay, so I got a very interesting question here. Someone asked, would you allow someone quit their 9 to 5? Will you allow someone quit your 9 to 5? Well, I'm going to be very honest, and it depends on what you want. So here's the thing. I tell people that before you trade, make sure you've eaten. That's very important. I tell people that before you trade, make sure you have eaten. So if your 9 to 5 is providing you food on your table, keep it. And that's why for us, Trade to Retire, we are developing systems, especially for those into 9 to 5, that you necessarily don't have to quit your work for you to enjoy the benefits of being a trader. So will I advise someone to quit their 9 to 5? Do not quit. Yes, do not quit, because there is a plan for you. Yes, that's your 9 to 5 is bringing money, is bringing food to the table, is helping you sort needs. We want you to approach trading in such a way that whilst you're doing your 9 to 5, you can also be making money. For those of us, we don't want to do 9 to 5 because we like the freedom trading gives us, and we like the lifestyle it comes with. So for those of us, we don't want to quit. All right, we want to constantly look at the chart. For us, it increases that dopamine excitement. It raises our hormones so high. It gives us that mental fortitude to always want to figure out solutions, get things sorted. So if you tell me to do something else right now, I'll feel depressed. So it's also a case of what you want for yourself. And if you must quit your 9 to 5, make sure you have a plan B in case the trading doesn't work, you fall back to it. But for Trade to Retire over here, we have built systems in such a way that even if you decide to quit, we would make sure that you still stay successful in trading. All right, it's not easy, it's still work in progress. So for us, we are not just concerned about teaching you, we are concerned about making sure that you are profitable. All right, so should I quit my 9 to 5? No, stay there. It's helping you eat. You need to eat before you trade. Like I said, if you're hungry, you cannot trade successfully. Don't forget, if you are hungry, the charts will be looking double. All right, so eat first, trade, so that even if you lose, you can sleep without being hungry. All right, so yeah, don't quit your 9 to 5. Trade to Retire is building system, and that's why coming soon, something big and exciting is actually going to be coming up, the algorithm system trading, where you don't have to look at the chart always to make money. You just spend 5 minutes on the chart and execute, and that's it. I don't want to spill that yet, so relax. So don't quit your 9 to 5. For the person who asked me, you need to eat first. Yes, eat first before you can actually trade. Gone are those days where you hear quit do this, do that, and they engage in trading. If you quit your 9 to 5 to trade, you'll go back to the village without your 9 to 5. Do you understand? If you quit your 9 to 5 to trade, you will quickly go back to the village without your 9 to 5. Now that's double frustration. All right. So hold your 9 to 5. We have a plan for you to succeed. All right. Thank you so much. I like more questions to keep coming. Ikenga on Facebook. You're welcome to today's live stream. It's a Q&A session. I'm not going to be saying so much. I just want you to throw the questions to me, questions I can answer, of course. And once you join, like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, family, and most importantly, village people. I can see a lot of persons joining on YouTube. Keep those questions coming. We have been answering a few questions. Someone initially asked, what is the best way to start trading as a beginner trying to find my feet? And it was made mention that have a plan for 1 year first. What is the plan for $100? How do you intend to make sure that the $100 does not get blown? And then someone else asked, how do we manage 9 to 5 and trading? Should I quit? And I said, no, you must eat first. Eat, especially for those of us who are family men like me. I'm not supposed to, family men. So, but yes, I can see a lot of persons joining on YouTube, Facebook. Welcome to today's live stream. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and drop your questions on the comment section. I need questions. Bombard me. For us, 2026, we must get a Lambo. All right. Probably we'll name the live stream Operation Buy a Lambo for 2026. We can see more persons joining on YouTube. Welcome to today's session. Enjoy the background music while I anticipate your questions on the comment section. Olubenga Theophilus, welcome to today's live stream on Facebook. And yes, so more questions. It's a Q&A session. It's a Q&A session. Let's have fun together. It's weekend. Some of us are after now. I'm going to the movies anyway, just so you know. So you better ask me questions, and don't mind these people around me giving me side eyes. Okay, so I'm getting a question here by this young man. He wants to kill me this morning, Mr. Okay. Have you ever at any point in your trading journey felt like quitting and feeling you have wasted your time believing trading is the way out? I'm going to keep this question for later sessions anyway, but I mean, this is not a fair question. Why would you be asking me that? So someone asked me, and that's Mr. Votex. He said, yeah, Zog, my boss, Mr. Theophilus, I'm good. Yeah. How are you doing today? I hope you're chilling. Make sure while you join the live session, you have a coffee beside you so that you can enjoy it. Share. If you don't share this link, I think I can suspect those of you not sharing it. Yeah, someone asked the question. Love Day, yeah, Lamborghini on the chat. Yeah, I like that. I think that's from Qatar. I could always get W in the chat. So for us, it's Lambo in the chat this year. So it's going to be exciting. Mr. Theophilus, Lambo in the chat. So please like, share, and send the link to a lot of persons. I think I'll be using that word more often. Lambo in the chat. I think I like that. That is from Mr. Joshua. Joshua, you asked me a question initially, right? Okay, so I think this is a good time to respond to the question I was asked by Mr. Votex. He said, have you ever at any point in your trading journey felt like quitting? A lot of times, I'm not going to lie. I felt like quitting 3 years into my journey as a trader. The person in front of you here speaking is actually a medical health officer, all right? I have a life outside trading, and I'm what I do. But in the African culture, in the African community, or in the African space, our parents normally don't believe in trading, especially for some of them who have been beaten, for some of them who have been flogged. right? They don't see trading as something substantial for you to come out of poverty. So 3 years into my experience as a trader, I lost my scholarship money. Yes, I was on scholarship, Abami scholarship back then in Uniport. No, that was actually my girlfriend, the person who brought me into trading. So I lost my scholarship money, and thank God for that lady. She was strong-hearted. Then I was still, trying to find my way around both love and school lifestyle. I believed I am a very lazy person. I don't like working. Anything that involves me using my hand to do hard labors, I hate it. It makes me scared. It makes me frustrated. It gives me this PTSD. So I came into trading. I wouldn't mention the broker that brought me into trading, but it was like an academy. 3 days. They promised us a lot. We are going to buy a car, get an amazing French suit, just do ABC. I tried ABC, and money lost. Over here in the company, we'll say you were leaked. I tried and tried. I kept failing at some point. Back then, I was a bit bigger. I became, you see how slim this eyeglass is? Yeah. I started looking like someone suffering from malnutrition. And then my mom walked into my room one of those days. She was like, "Is this the school I sent you to?" At that point, reality was telling. How will I engage in trading for 3 years and I'm failing? As a matter of fact, I failed again the fourth year. So you expected that after 3 years I succeeded. No, I failed the fourth year. And so normally after the fifth year, you're supposed to succeed. I failed better the fifth year. And at that point, I decided that no, trading is not for me. Right? Yeah, Lambo in the chat. Trading is not for me. Okay, so one may think that the sixth year, things would start getting better. Yeah, the sixth year was the year I finally failed officially. So the person speaking in front of you, I failed very well for 6 years. So why should you listen to me? Because I've passed through a lot of pains. Yeah. Probably this part of the live stream should be just kept one corner. How many of you can fail for 6 years and still want to continue? That's a whole lot. But today you can enjoy me having you on live stream. I know some of you are not even listening to what I'm saying. You're just enjoying this guy is cute. That's trading money. Lambo in the chat. That's trading money. Imagine if I quit like I did quit at the 6th year. I won't be here today. I won't be here. Unfortunately, someone said, understanding girlfriend, right? She left me at the 4th year. I am not supposed to say that. Yeah, she left me. Was she not understanding? I don't know. But she tried. There are great women, of course. Women, all the ladies on the charts. Yeah, I celebrate you, ladies. You guys are amazing. If a lady says you will succeed, forget it. No village. No, they don't have power. I don't know. I think those sets, they are very special. I think that's why God created them out of us. But then I failed very well for 6 years. So at what point should you quit? Do not quit. You see, at the point of quitting, you don't actually know if that is where your breakthrough is going to be coming from. And please note, that 6 years of failing was actually what made me a success. Now, this is the most interesting part. I told you that for 6 years I've been failing. Unknown to me that for every time I failed, it was luring me into success. Now, if you look at the word failure, you have FAIL, which means fail. And then you have LURE, lure. So what was it luring me to? For every time I failed, I learned. For every time I failed, I learned. For every time I failed, I learned. I was learning. So the thing with failing is it gives you crazy experience. There are certain things you would never know if you don't fail. Sometimes the best people who know how to ride this motorcycle are people who have had accidents back to back. And so because I know that I have failed here, I can sense those things that I should avoid not to fail again. It's just like giving a child 10 million. The child is going to fail very well at managing that money. Yes. Some exposures are good, but not all exposures are great. And so at that young age, I was exposed to trading without any proper guide, you see. And so I needed to go through the process of failing for me to be here today. Some of you have been losing for 2-3 months and you're like, nah, this trading is not for me. So how would you have done if it's 6 years? This is my 13th year in trading. So when I tell people I failed for 6, I blew accounts. You have not blown accounts. You guys have, how much have you blown? Like, if you want to look at the echelons of those who blow account back to back, my broker was super happy with me because I was always donating. It was like a charity organization. I was always donating money. I don't know why they didn't give me an award for the best blower that year. It's not just fair. But I think maybe one of these days I will call them and say, I blew my account back to back for 6 years. You are shouting Jesus. Don't shout Jesus. So I deserve an award. But the point is, nobody's interested in the story. Everybody's interested in the results. The reason you're on this live stream listening to Trade2Retire Academy is because there are people who have gone through that pain you're actually going through right now. And they have come out of that pain. So it is easy for me to tell you that yes, you can succeed. And you will succeed. So Lambo in the charts because it is going to be an amazing 2026. Because of those pains, we have created systems that can avoid those pains. And that's why if I failed for 6 years, or if our lovely Mr. Philip failed for maybe, let's say, 2 years or 1 year or 6 months or 3 months, maybe one day he will be with us in the chat too with his Venza and Lambo, so you ask him how many years he failed as well. But maybe some persons don't necessarily need to fail. Do you understand? You don't also need to fail. You can climb on our shoulders and escape those experiences of failing, and that's why we are here, right? So is failing necessary for success? Not really, but failing puts you in the position to avoid certain mistakes that shouldn't be repeatable. However, let us do the failing for you so that we can effectively pass on adequate knowledge to you. So yeah, that was very good. Love the Joshua. You say Jesus. Paracode outrage. How much have you blown? More. Let's not talk about how much I've blown now. If not, you might start this live stream might turn to an emotional live stream where I start crying. But of course I will not cry because the money in my account is enough to manage the situation. How much have you blown? You tell me first. Para outrage, right? Para cool outrage. You, how much have you blown? Tell me and then I'll tell you. If you tell me how much you've blown, then who is leading in terms of blowing accounts? How do you manage risks during high volatility news? I stay out of it. But if you use the daily time frame, you don't need to be scared because your stop loss is placed in such a way that the news doesn't affect your trade. Now that would be explained better with a chart. But for those of you who use 15 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours to analyze charts, what you can do is avoid it. So every day, go to forexfactory.com. Forex, that is Forex, factory, TORY.com. I think it will be put on the chat by, let me just write it on the chat. Forexfactory.com. Okay, I think for those of you on Telegram, it's there, forexfactory.com. So if the news is by 2 p.m., what I do is, once it is 1 hour before the news event, I close all my trades. Or if there is a possible opportunity, I try not to enter the trade. So that is how I manage news, because for news cases, you don't really know the direction it is going to take you. All right, so how I manage my risk is staying out of problem, is staying out of danger, right? I stay out of it entirely, because you could be buying and it goes against you when the news release happens. You could be selling, and then because of the volatility, it goes against you in opposite direction. However, also keep it in mind that sometimes you can have situations whereby the news event favors you. Those periods are usually beautiful, right? In short, if you're a trained trader, 80% of the times, 80% of the times, news events, they would actually favor you. But I mentioned something initially. I said that if you are using the daily time frame and your understanding about average through range, your stop loss would always be placed in such a way that no matter the news for that day, it is not going to touch it. Yes, but that would be explained in the chart, because right now you cannot see the chart for me to illustrate that. But the quickest and the fastest way to handle this is, go to forexfactory.com every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For every time a news release, let's say there will be a news release on USD. By USD, I mean United States dollar, by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. If you are on the trade, avoid. Or if you are on the trade, take partial profit or break even. But the problem with breaking even is this: not all brokers are so good. You could have what we call slippage. Now, slippage means when you break even your trade, you expect that no loss, no profit if the market goes against you. But the news volatility can be so high in such a way that even if you break even, you might end up having a loss. You see, you might end up having what? A loss. And so what you can do, close that trade if you're already in profit. All right, so just close the trade if you are already in profit. So that is how you manage trade if you are already in the trade. But if you are not in the trade, 1 hour before the news event, even if your analysis is ready in such a way that you should take the trade, just leave it. Just avoid taking the trade. Then 1 hour after the news event, if your setup is still valid enough, you can then take the trade. All right, so that is how you manage trade. Mr. Thompson Emmanuel, I feel so sad. Well, I've had a similar story, but mine is just for a year. Currently, now I'm thinking of trading my jump money. What can you say about that, sir? Um, you're thinking of trading your jump money. Please go and write that exam. Yes. For you, Mr. Emmanuel, write that jump exam. Exposure is necessary in life. There are a lot of things. Let me tell you, if I didn't get into the university, I probably may not be here today. See, trading is not about buying and sell. Trading is also about personality. Let me repeat that. Trading is not just about buying and selling. Trading is a reflection of the kind of person you are. Now, what I mean by that is, the level of exposure you have in life also affects the kind of results you get in trading. Let me repeat that. The level of exposure you have in life also affects the kind of results you get in trading. For someone like me who have been exposed to a lot of good things in life, if I have to come into trading, do you know what I'm looking at? I'm not looking at entering trading with the hope of making small money. I'm not looking at trading like that. I'm looking at trading with uh, the plan to be a very big philanthropist, someone who can give out millions of dollars because of the kind of mindset I have towards life, right? And I believe because of how vast and the opportunities that exist in trading, trading is a gateway to achieving that. Now, a 9 to 5 may not be able to give me that kind of lifestyle. And so for you, Mr. Emmanuel, do not use your jam money to engage in trading, because number one, that jam money itself is not even sufficient enough, and I will come to how much do you really need to trade. Now, of course, you can argue that you can use a very small amount to trade, right? But for you to get to the point where you have to use a very small amount to trade, it means your knowledge base is unbeatable. By unbeatable, it means you have gone to the point where you can take something as little as $10. I repeat, something as little as $10 to $100. But that would come with a lot of skill sets. I'm also, in as much as I always hit on money management, I'm also not going to take away the part where skill, precise skill, is very important in trading. So back to your question, should you use the money for jam to engage in trading? No, because if you have access to the kind of exposure, it affects your mindset. When you get into the university, you would meet people who might even fund the kind of lifestyle you need to use better funds in trading. But if you don't have access to that kind of exposure, you limit your opportunity to grow. What you need right now is exposure to certain level of knowledge. So having access to the four walls of a university keeps you in the position where tomorrow you can have access to quality people, quality information, quality experiences that gives you the kind of fund to fund your trading experience better. Jam is not even close to the jam money, is not even up to $100 to even start with, right? It's not up to $100. $100 is about 140,000 right now. Assuming it's even up to $100, I would just say send it to me. Let me use that for the week. But the point is this: if I tell you use that money to trade, you're going to blow it in 2 weeks. I promise you. You're going to blow it. And after blowing it, you will not even have access to me, because you are not at that level yet. I'm not trying to bring you down, of course. You're not at that level yet where there is how life works. You cannot actually corner through certain things. You need to pay the price to achieve certain positions, right? And so right now at this level you need that exposure, because what it does is it shapes your mentality towards better opportunities. Now when you've gotten that good opportunity, the lifestyle you want, and you can fund your trading account to live the lifestyle you want. But if we jump this process and then get into that part, if I ask you, do you have the knowledge to grow that jam money? Of course, you will tell me no. Or do you want to go and watch YouTube videos to grow a jam money? No. So get into school, my brother. Send me your result. I'm going to do something for you. So send me a message on WhatsApp. Yeah, Lambo in the chat. Send me a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to double that jam money. So today is a good day for you if you are seeing this. And I hope you have that access to my WhatsApp number. However you want to go that ultimate search today, make sure you do that. One thing is certain, our customer support wouldn't be giving you that. So let's see how you get that. Anyway, congrats, because we are going to make sure that you go to school. And if this is what Trade2Retire does for you, it's a good place to start. So it's your lucky day. Let's double that jump money so that you can have that exposure to join us here in the future. All right, so welcome to Trade2Retire Academy. I wasn't even expecting that. You see how God works from Q&A to that kind of thing. Share the link with your village people, share it with your friends. Let's get this rolling, and it's going to be an amazing time. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. We appreciate you too. Lamborghini, did you change your name? Okay, no. Okay, Lambo in the chat. Yeah. So I think I got another question for someone who has this is coming from Mr. Susan Ozai. For someone who has $200 capital, do you recommend I trade the $200 or invest it into a prop firm? What a question. You see, I'm putting thoughts to this before I answer. Do I invest into a prop firm? I need to be sure of my answer because I'm doing both. All right, I think I have an answer. This is Sozin Ozai. For someone who has $200 as capital, do you recommend I trade the $200 or invest it into a prop firm? So, if I look at this, a $200 can get you how much prop firm accounts? What account size can a $200 get you? 10K. So is which prop can get 10K or 15K?
You can get from
Funded pips.
good fund.
Okay, so good funded and funding pips can, with a $200 account, since you're trading Forex, you can get $10,000 accounts, and you can also get $15,000 prop firm accounts. So you can check. Yeah, 200. I think you can even get up to 20K. There are some props that are actually doing bonanza, or they have these bonus packages where there is a 50% slash. But here's the thing, right? And I will give you the benefits and the dangers. Now, I believe for you to mention prop is because you already have an idea how prop works. For prop, there are stages you must go through before you start enjoying the dividend. Please note, the moment you pay the $200, there is no refund until you have passed those two phases. So let's keep it standard. For a prop firm account, for those of you who are here, so a prop firm account is like, you know how to trade. You are good at trading. You pay for bigger account sizes, and then they test you. You have the phase one. They tell you don't hit first 5% daily drawdown. So if you have a $10,000 account, 5% of $10,000 is $500. So in a single day, can you not hit $500? If you can do that, good. In a month, can you not hit 10%? Or sometimes they tell you overall, don't hit 10% loss or 10% drawdown. It means do not hit $1,000, else the account is gone, right? Now, why a prop firm is good? It's because it forces you to manage the money. And here's the thing: if you pass a prop firm phase 1 and 2, 10% of $10,000 is $1,000. In Nigerian currency, that is 1.4 million. Straight to your bank account, they are giving you 80%. So let's look at least you will be taking 1 million naira back home. But if you're trading $200, this is the leverage you have. You have control. You can lose $50 and you say you don't want to do it again, and you take the remaining $150 back into your account. You can risk whatever you want to risk, but that is reckless, right? By funding your own personal $200, the chances of withdrawing that kind of money, $1,000, $10,000, is lesser. I will be very honest with you, because when you look at trading, you look in terms of scaling in percentage. 5% of $200 is, if 10% of $200 is $20, so 5% is $10. $10 is just 14,000 naira now, my brother. Is it 14,000 you want to use? But yes, of course, that is money, right? 10% is what? 14,000. That is good, but not great enough to give you the car. This year, it's Lambo in the charts. Do you understand? We are not doing all those $100, $200. I'm not ready for it this year. What you should be telling me $1,000. But here's the thing: if you trade with your $200, the profit that comes would be great, but it will be small. But if you buy a prop account, let's say a 10K account, let's say a 15K account, just a simple 10% after passing phase 1 and phase 2. But note the danger: if you pass phase 1 and phase 2, the $200 is gone. So decide. If you pass phase 1, pass phase 2, you are finally funded. And if you make 100% of $10,000, they will be paying you that $10,000, which is whooping 14 million. Now, you cannot really achieve that with $200, not because it's not possible, but realistically, using $200 to make $10,000, my brother, be ready to blow your account. Right, and be ready to hopefully the trade moves in your direction for a long time. And the kind of pair self that you would trade to make $1,000, that is at once, with $200 gold indices and any of those crazy pairs. But that would be me exposing your account, which is also not healthy, right? So I would suggest use $100 and enjoy yourself. Use $100 to buy a prop account, or use $100 fund the Forex, and then use $100 to buy a 5 or 10K account. Now you have the $100 that you use in trading personally, and then you still have the $100 that you can use to achieve your dreams. Say wisdom. Yeah, so this is how best, if I am you, this is the best way I can possibly approach it. Welcome to today's live stream. It has been an amazing session. Share the link with your friends, family, and most importantly, village people, because this year they have to see that you get a Lambo. All right, so like, subscribe, share. All right, thank you for that question. I hope Mr. Ozai, yeah, I hope I answered it. Yeah, thank you too. We are glad to have you. Yeah, so Ebuka, you asked, there is a reputable prop I know that is currently giving access to their challenge for one step, then the funded stage for just $1. Wow. You pay the money equivalent to the account size. Are you serious? Okay, you can drop the prop on the comment section. That's actually very good information. And since you say it's a reputable prop, we are going to actually look at it. Right? So we have a lot of persons on our YouTube channel joining back to back. We have a few persons on Facebook. Like, subscribe, share it with your family, friends, and most importantly, village people. We have been having lots of amazing questions, especially on YouTube. I've not gotten any question on the people on Facebook. They are just hailing me. I will hail you back too. It's a Q&A session. Ask me questions and I will get you sorted. I will get you answered. The YouTube people are on fire. Like, they're not even giving me breathing space. All right, so Mr. Ibuka, we really appreciate that. Kindly drop the name of the prop so that probably I would also sign up. And but also be careful when prop gives you this kind of mad advantage or mad bonuses. What happens is that sometimes they're about folding up. Yeah, I'm trying to focus. So what happens is sometimes they are trying to fold up and all that. So yes, thanks for the advice. We really appreciate. Our plan this year is to make sure that everybody succeeds, everybody stays profitable. Keep the questions coming. Today is Saturday. It's a lovely weekend. Enjoy the background music while I anticipate more questions. I can see some likes. Some of you who have gotten answers to your question, you're leaving. Don't worry, I know where we will meet. You know now, you know where we'd always meet. So please ask questions. This is your opportunity to get your questions sorted, have answers.
We do this every Saturday.
All right, I'm waiting for more questions, and then Mr. Emmanuel, don't forget to send me a message on WhatsApp. Okay. Drop in more. I don't know. You guys just prefer to admire me than ask questions. It's fine. It's part of the win. Lambo in the chat. So let me relax so that you can take screenshots, take pictures. Don't mind me. Anyway, ask questions, please. I think the next live session, we're going to look towards it, but it's going to be very frequent. That is one thing I can assure you. It's going to be very frequent. So anticipate the next one. All right, so keep asking your questions. We have 30 minutes before the stream is over. Like I need some serious questions. Of course, I know you guys have asked a lot of amazing questions, but we need more questions so that we can actually get you sorted. But so far, I believe you've been enjoying yourself. So far, I believe it's been an amazing time. It's been an amazing session. Mr. Philip sends his regards. He is also with us, but a bit busy. So probably I think a couple of live streams. You're going to be meeting with him. You're going to be meeting with our CTO, Mr. Timmy. You're going to be meeting with Bishop, the man who can be teaching and then he's quoting scriptures. You're going to be meeting with, at some point, even our social media guys. They'll just want to engage you guys, have fun with you guys. They're amazing people. It's a full house over here, and a lot is going to be happening for 2026. You don't really want to miss out on any information. So I'll just be taking a few more questions. It's 84 minutes down the line. We've been live and it's been an exciting moment with you guys. So like, subscribe, share, and share this session with your friends, family, and village people. All right. So I'm just going to chill, relax, and wait. Probably if there is any other question, but if there are no questions, we'll soon call it a day and take it up from there. And please also try not to miss live sessions. There will be lots of giveaways too. I know you guys like that part. There are like lots of giveaways. I think the next live session. On the comment section, what kind of giveaway do you guys want? Now I know everybody will type, and God help you that before you type, make sure you ask the question. Just dropped the link. Okay, no problem. We'll look into it. Thank you, Mr. Ebuka. All right, what kind of I mentioned giveaway. People started joining the live stream. I don't why are we like this? I mentioned giveaway, then people started joining the live stream. Is it fair? Okay, so what kind of giveaway would you like? Money, gift. Valentine is coming. What plans do you have for Trade to Retire? Oh, you think we don't like love over here? We like love. Like love is amazing, man. It's amazing. My wedding. I don't know how many persons I'm going to invite. I'm just thinking about it. I've been thinking of it. No. Ask questions, please. Probably the wedding will be in Paris or any of those beautiful countries. Probably Dubai. Uh, don't mind me anyway. I'm just kidding. On Facebook, I didn't get any question, Mr. Theophilus. You didn't ask any question. All right, no problem. That's fine. On YouTube, I had lots of questions. So we have it's a Q&A session, right? And we have been answering questions upon questions. For those of you who are just joining, you can just rewind back. You can just rewind back. It will be posted anyway. So for those of you who are just joining, it's been an amazing moment. It's been an amazing session. It's a Q&A session. Can you drop your questions, especially those of you who are just coming in? We have answered a lot of questions. Someone asked me, so what do you think about prop firms with regards to either going straight to buy a funded account or going through? Please go through the challenge. Yes, go through 100%. Don't that those funded accounts are scams. The consistency rule is something else. They will tell you that for $1 that you did not make, you would have to remake it for them. Like, the point is this, especially for those of you who are just joining: do not buy funded accounts. Not because it is not possible, but you can be in profits, you can hit the target, and they tell you that because your stop loss was bigger than a different entry type, they will not pay you, and that's not fair. So if you can, in short, why I would prefer the challenge account is because if you can pass the challenge account, you have more control. With the funded account, the complexities are so much. I have a funded account and I have a prop account, so I can tell from personal experience, right? So get a what? Challenge account. If you have to play with a funded account, let it be an account that you get with small capital. But the consistency rule for a funded account is too much. It is the rules is built in such a way that you might not even be able to withdraw even with profit on a proper account. So get a challenge account, phase 1 or phase 2. All right. Is trading for everybody? Do you think everybody will succeed at trading? No, not everybody will succeed at trading. But with Trade to Retire, everybody is expected to succeed. Yes. So is it possible for everybody to engage in trading? You can engage in trading without trading. I hope you know. So that's another day. But with we are building systems whereby even if trading is not for you, the trading should be working for you. Do you understand? So that you can be making money. But it's just like asking me, is money for everybody? Money is for everybody, but not everybody should trade, right? Because not everybody has the mental capacity to manage the ups and downs with trading. And not because the ups and downs are really crazy, but it exists as a result of the complexities of the market, right? But like I said, trading is the reflection of yourself. And so if you love money, you should love trading. If you love solving problems, you should love trading. All right. So trading is not for everybody, but with Trade to Retire, we can position you in such a way that you can enjoy the benefits of being a trader, either actively or passively. Yeah, that's why we are so good at what we do. All right. So what do you think about okay, yeah, I've answered that. And it's been an amazing, we have, yeah, so I asked the question, What kind of giveaway would you want to see on the next live stream? Do you want money? Should we share $1,000, $100 for 10 persons? Should we share $1,000,000, $1,000 for 100 persons? And I know that if I say $1,000,000, this live stream will not even be able to do it, because the crowd, YouTube, Mr. Beast will be learning work in terms of subscribers. Here will be filled. Okay, so what is the difference between going through the challenge phases leading to being funded and going straight to buying a funded account, saying it's the same profit? So the challenge with this is the rules for the funded account is different for the rules for the challenge account. For the challenge account, it's just two things: 5% drawdown, 10% overall, 10% target. But for the funded account, you have one of those rules is the consistency rule of you must have 5 profitable days. Now, don't you must have 5 profitable days where you hit 0.5%. Now, in the challenge phase, you can make $1,000 today, it's recorded. You can make $500 today, it's recorded. You can make $2,000 today, it's recorded. But that is not the same with a funded account. In a funded account, if you make $2,000 profit today and you make $500 profit tomorrow, you will not be paid. They will tell you your highest profit was $2,000, and so for 5 days to count, you must make $2,000 for 5 days. Now that's crazy. Consistency rule must be in stop loss. Consistency rule must be in target. Consistency rule must be in terms of 0.5. And any day you exceed 0.5, it resets. In short, the conditions are crazy, and you start seeing some hidden conditions that might not even be on the website, and that's the most annoying part. And sometimes when you complain to their customer support, it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, so consistency rule would have been great. I think the best way to even approach a funded account is maybe have a robotic system that, because here's the thing: if 0.5 is $100 and you do $105, it is cancelled. You would have to now make 0.5 of $105 around that, or $105 for 5 different days. The complexities are actually much. I'm just trying to give a rundown of how it works and probably how it operates. So it is preferably that you use a challenge phase account instead of a funded account. I wouldn't even want my enemy to go through that stress, because at the end of the day, you can make money and then you're not being paid. We have over 11 persons on YouTube. I don't know why you guys joining now. We like keeping time. All right, thanks. Great feedback and great question too. Like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to today's live stream. I think this is the first live stream we are having officially, and we have had a few, but when it comes to Q&A sessions like this is actually the first time, and it's been amazing having you guys make it a success. And we would definitely continue to do this back to back every day. Not every day. Anyway, welcome. Share the link with your friends. Share it with your. I saw some village persons attended, but the fire was too hot for them, and they have left. But whatever. Like someone said, Lambo in the charts. We are going to make it a reality this year, 2026. No dull moment. All right. So, are there more questions you want clarifications on? If there are no questions, you can drop those reactions, you can drop those likes, love. At least let me know that, yeah, you're active. All right, so like I said, we are going to be having this live stream every month. All right, it is going to be amazing, it is going to be exciting, and someone really appreciated us for the content that has been coming in back to back. Yes, we'll keep dropping more content. We have a lot for you guys this year. It's 20 minutes to 12, and we'll be calling it a wrap. I believe your village people, they are satisfied, and I believe you're also satisfied. So yes,
You can meet it and just state it. I need to post this every month.
for the giveaway, just hold us by the hand and show us the working system in order to be profitable. And buy that Lambo. Okay, Lambo in the chat. This Lambo is really becoming serious. Can Lamborghini be driven in Port Harcourt? Do we have the roads?
Yes, now.
It's very low because I'm thinking of relocating to Abuja. Abuja roads are actually very good. The vehicles over here in PH, they are,
And drive Lambo.
yeah, because I need to. I mean, Lambo hits differently when you are hitting your take profit back to back. Lawrence, yeah. So yeah, someone asked, hold us by the hand. That would be an amazing giveaway. Yes, I believe that, and we're actually doing that. We're in the process of doing that. All right. So thank you for that. Systems will be given. Please, very important. The last video that was uploaded, my God, that video is fire. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Go and watch that video, the Holy Grail hack. That video is something else. If you have not seen that video, I beg you. I would be doing a lot in that video today, right? I would be refining, bringing out more gems. Watch the video. It's part of the 30 days challenge we have been having. All right, it's part of the challenge we have been having, and I really took my time to, yes, on this YouTube channel. That video is even me that thought it has the part one and part two. Even me that thought it's crazy. Like, it is crazy. The chances of staying back to back profitable on synthetics is mad. I have been trying it. While this live stream is going on, I just want to see how much I've made. Sorry, I was looking at the money I made on synthetics. I was looking at the money I made on synthetics today. So today's weekend now. We need to, how do they put it? How do you guys Gen Z put it? How do they put it?
Oble.
Oble, yes, that's what they say, but I don't know what that is, but whatever it is. So, yes, it's going to be good. It's going to be great. All right. So, watch the video. Please please share with your friends. I really enjoyed the time with you guys today. It was really exciting. It was really beautiful. Yeah, Oble. Chichi, you like enjoyment, but you refuse to ask questions. Eh? You refuse to ask questions. You like enjoyment. No, wow, Mr. Ebuka, you're laughing. Oh yeah, on this YouTube channel. So, any questions, probably even outside trading, you can ask. Those of you who have been thinking about, ask me. This is your opportunity. Ask. I'm here for you. I got you. So this is 100 minutes into our live session. That's good. You guys stayed at 100 minutes. That's crazy, man. Being on YouTube live for the first time, and you guys could stay for this amount of time. That was actually beautiful.